This is Francoise's icebreaker speech when she is introducing herself to the club. So, a speech called Dream by Francoise Henderson. I remember a childhood dream. I'm lying in a pram. The pram is in a large field. Birds are singing. There's a smell of spring in the air. Children are running, laughing, chatting, and I'm stuck in my pram, unable to join in. Maybe it's from that dream that I later developed two passions. My first passion was words, languages. I was fascinated by images of the Tower of Babel. My second passion was travel. I couldn't tire of looking at world maps with airline destinations. As I was growing up, my hobby became reading, but I was looking for an excuse to travel. And I didn't want just to travel as a tourist. I wanted to live in a different country. Surely, studying languages would not only be fun, but it would give me that opportunity. So I registered as an English student at my local university, and that did give me the opportunity to live abroad and experience life in a different culture. Duly qualified, I started looking for career prospects, and it's at that time that I remembered that I once dreamt of becoming a translator. Work magic with words. Get into the mind of another person and reproduce their thoughts so that they could be understood by someone who doesn't speak their language. Around me, dissuasion was unanimous. There are no jobs. You need to have experience before you can get any work. By then, I was married and looking after my beautiful young children at home. I was somewhat dejected about the situation, but against the odds, I decided to translate 50 pages of a novel and send it to a publisher in the hope that they would hire me as a translator. One day, in between two nappy changes, a letter dropped on the map. I opened it nervously. It was from the publisher. And my heart sank when I opened it and found that they would not be able to publish my book. My hopes of becoming a translator were dashed. And then my eyes stopped on the actual words of the letter. It was a nicely worded rejection letter, and the writer said, "I believe you are eminently competent to translate a book such as this." And that sentence was going to stick in my mind for a long time to come. Having got back to my routine as a housewife, those letters, those words came back to me, and I thought, maybe I could have another go at this. Perseverance paid off, and my career as a translator eventually took off. And I even was able to use my spare time to travel as a tourist. I went on having fun with words for many years, until one day I met someone who was even more passionate about travel than I was. And this is when everything became 100 times more fun. Living and working with Ian has given me the opportunity to whiz around that world map with airline destinations. With Ian, I've been able to pursue my love of words by enabling many other people to translate documents that their compatriots would not otherwise understand. The maps that I used to draw when I was a child in geography lessons always had interesting triangles marking important locations. But when Ian came along, those triangles were no longer just triangles on a map. They became the destination of endless adventures. Hiking and mountain climbing had always been one of my hobbies, but when Ian came along, that hobby took a whole new meaning. Mount Fuji, in between 2 business meetings, Mont Blanc on a beautiful summer morning, and a memorable holiday during the winter of 2005, when the ascent of Kilimanjaro led to the elation of reaching the reef of Africa. Where will words lead me next? Which map will provide the next adventure? I don't know. But I know I can trust Ian to make my dreams come true.